Good evening. Greeting of the happiness to all. My best regard to the seminar organizer and moderators. Thank you for the time given to me. Will I present my research majors today? My research title, Conceptual Mapping of Coastal Line Management with the TPT map television purpose to map technique study on the system issues in the agreement for potential measurement in the International Sumina ICAS. The methodology this research was conducted using field information data of statistic data and other related data as secondary data, well primary data, graphics, research, analysis data, pattern data, design, uh, or graphic models, pattern data and metrics, as well as measurement resumed by means of adding percentage, weight, and scoring. The sample thing is based on the result of randomization of the location using the random sampling method. The selected sample is as a sample from all the location source collection that were collection from direct field observation. The location selection of the TPPM is based on the preliminary analysis of previous research and other ways are analyzed through deterministic and instrumentistic based on the parameters used. Each research substance which is integrated in big data or main data is raw materials for processing. And next with the TPP mode. The implementation of with measurement of experience problems such as the lack of time, the result, or uptime. The data collection processing is long, the method is long and not integrated with a wider measurement accuracy, difficult using measurement method. Uh, the measurements must be obtained from the initial measurement state and cannot be flexibly on the desired result quickly and efficiency in time, effort, and cost. The use of cost are expensive equipment as often occur in the field, so the measurement become uneconomical. The measurement involved is a type of measurement that requires a long period of time, is not economical, and gradual but is not flexible in the field unless it can be measured directly at the location used as the measurement site. And the TPP map is a measurement technique that aims to minimize the above problems so that it can be used both in the field and only taking sample of the material to be studied can be continued with having to be in the field, namely by computerized time measurement and analysis technique, graphic, plans, patterns, and formula, as well as metric with the field data as raw material, which can be used to form of data information, measurement result, analyze result, documentation, imaging, and existing field graphic design. This is solved with a formula and this measurement line, concept of line support of rain. The basic technique measurement of rating media can be seen in the picture of the concept of a shape slope below. A procedure for evaluation line slope risk against greater risk of land. This is image of rating media vertically high low, horizontal overlay, and rating frames. In the picture above, the main instrument that must be measured is the position of the rated media image CMT covering point A, the main point of the peak position, the main of a part of the peak groove in the bracket A1.1, A1.2, A1.3, and so on the forming line of the same particles in the direction of the same line from the main vortex. And point two, the transfer connection that involves the manager and the two side of the point of the peak group. And three, the perpendicular line that is inside area E is a connection between in the vertical edge and the vertex A, and the same direction line is section A1, and the same line is in A2, which is the two part of the complement shape of the vertex A. And for the position of the main line of the image consisting of a vertical and horizontal line defining the image of same side and diagonal line on both sides of the image that cross each other. This picture and you see evaluation in line by CMS. Area based on the TPP map with a low cell in crystal. Measurement technique in crystal are very cure a curtain method, namely by paying attention to the type of waste to describe information condition. The weather on the course in the crystal are so that the type of commodities and the types of commodities and types of points have their criteria and specificity, while the narrower coastal line with a wetland area indicate the type commodity and types of oil are more diverse. This condition provides a perspective on the intent of the development and utilization pasture in suboptimal location and location that are planned to be default as location for cultivations as well for concerning livestock development location by looking at the dominant type of weight available in the area. Land and coastal botany management to describe and measure foreign production data. Both natural land and cultivated land has similarities in the application of TTP map. However, the difference in natural or sub-land is measured for production through cluster on the map, and for cultivated or optimal land is measured by the method of applying or cultivation on the map after the surface technique is carried out. It will be known the productivity of forage on the coastal land. Thus, the TPP map can be applied to a variety of different topographical conditions only distinguished by measurement technique and cultivate optimal land and natural or suboptimal land. The models as indicator of marine area. Point 1, the narrow the area between the point on the line coast, the closer the distance between the point to the point forming the line, so that the radial interval are shorter and illustrate the ease of land erosion on land treaties measure vertical based on CMF. The shorter plating arrangement technique is used namely for cultivated foreign plant and cluster according to the TPP map instruction to get to the site proximity to the production probably because the cluster are taken technically and cover clearly measurable areas. Based on the result of the analysis of the cluster implemented, wave model commonly found on the coast can be identified to determine the strength of the wave, gain the log energy from the sea, They can support or even limit the crystal environmental. Related to this wave model, it is very useful to find out the right environmental condition for the development of a community on the beach, as well as when used for plant communities that are in according with coastal environmental conditions. This example, and topographic measurement of land, you can see the result uh, of this study include the core measurement output of the TPP map include field data testing and primary data analysis, image documentation testing, and testing with the software formula. And utilization of land is crystal area is still very little for opportunities for development and utilization to explain. Uh, There is condition for the type of land the area grow are still underutilized. Therefore, the investigate the possibility of using certain type of land in the areas such as point type livestock and just indicating the location has the potential to be used as a source of leisure and underutilized so optimal land uses. You look around the picture, how many field instruments will be issued when the effort to infill land management, including evaluation of land slope risk, the land security risk as plating media particular map, initial measurement of land sustainability map, the wetting media image, risk evaluation for land slope again, core formula formation land measurement using the slope risk, special data include written line movement, height, surface on incline synergies with commodity types, wind direction synergies with plating technique include the effect of wind direction on plant position, effect of wind direction on species, plant community, and the influence of waste on business risk and potential development. This is based in the research of CMS. It shows that the data inputs include data on line degrees, safe race, the number of degrees that the form vertical and horizontal line with produce connection line in the form of my map in CMT. The conclusion, how many field instrument will initially appear in field management land manager include evaluation of land, self-raise to land square with aspirating media for TPP map, initial mission of land suitable with TPP map by written media image. This evolution products land slope again and security risk as plating media for TPP maps and special data include is written line movement, height, surface of inclines, synergies with commodity type, wind direction synergies with plating technique include the effect of wind direction on a plane position, effect of wind direction on the shear's plane commodities, and the influence of less on the business risk in potential development. Thank you for your attention. However, it is usable. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.